he was the front runner, but right now it looks like he's sort of back on his heels. A lot of apologizing going on, Sahil.
Right. He's still the front runner, but Joe Biden spent much of this weekend apologizing and walking back comments he made 18 days prior about segregationists, about his work with segregationist senators in the Senate in the 1970s and 1980s. And he mentioned two of them in particular and said he had civil relationships with them, spoke wistfully about that, even though they disagreed on almost everything policy-wise. He said he regrets making those comments at a fundraiser, and he's sorry for the misconceptions that it caused. This was a self-inflicted wound, and it was a needless headache for Vice President Biden. He remains a front runner in the polls, but he's taken a bruising over the last few weeks or so since this comment, most notably at the hands of Kamala Harris in that first debate when she turned to him and excoriated him for his remarks. So a headache that could have been avoided. And
that's my question, Sahil. Do we have any sense of who might be benefiting from Vice President Biden's difficulties?
The two candidates that have risen the most in the polls have been Kamala Harris and Elizabeth Warren. Those two are gaining traction as voters get to know them better. Vice President Biden and Bernie Sanders had been the frontrunners, and in some polls still are, but it is increasingly looking like a Biden frontrunner race. He's about 10 points ahead of nearest rivals. It used to be much larger. And then Bernie Sanders, Elizabeth Warren, and Kamala Harris are all kind of bunched up there for second place at the moment.